Welcome back, everyone. I'm on my way to the shop. Pigs are getting low on food. We're gonna have to buy some more pig feed. And I gotta figure out how to take care of my weeds. That's gonna be the main missions for today. I did finish up those 2 contracts, the cultivating contracts. I said I wasn't gonna do much, but I did it. I did it off camera. Made about, I don't know, 7,000 or 8,000 bucks on those 2. Not too bad. I'm trying to figure out how to proceed post full development of my farm. I still haven't been able to make a clear decision which way I want to go with that. We can talk a bit about that today. All right, let's buy some feed. And we're going right down into the animal section, food. We're going to buy some pig food, and I think we're going to pick up 2, 3, 4. You know what? Let's just get 8. Let's just blow the money. We'll get 8 for now. Should be good for a little while. So, all right. Let's get this. Hopefully all this fits. I only have to make 1 trip. Oh boy, it only takes 3 at a time. Okay. So you'll notice in the bottom left-hand corner, just above the map, one of my favorite mods is back. Simple Inspector. I'm so happy. I missed that one so much. That's one of my favorites. Not terribly useful on this series because we won't be using workers, but it's good to keep track of all your workers, especially when they're waiting on you. So, yeah. Anyways, it's still there. We can see how, you know, we're going 40 kilometers an hour right now. We're heading east. We've got 93% tank is full, diesel. And if I had an implement or something on the back that had capacity, it would be all good. All right, I'm trying to remember, do these... Oops, try not to run into walls. Do those empty? Yes, they do. Okay. All right. Let's kind of got in a little too close here. Let's head back. We'll pick up the rest. So what are we going to do for weeds? I did have a look at them. Somebody suggested that I could just use a weeder if that they're at the first stage, and I checked the fields and it's mixed in the field, meaning there are some small weeds and medium weeds in there. So I don't think I can use a weeder. I think I could get away with a hoe. So we'll have a look at that, but ultimately it could be just we'll just, you know, have to get a sprayer. Sprayers are so much easier. They're more expensive because they require material, but they are efficient. They work well. I mean, efficient from a work perspective. I do have narrows on my tractor, so I can go into fields no problem. I forgot how much this pen holds. I don't think it's a lot, though. Gonna take all of these. Let's have a look for a second. We are full. We're full capacity. So I'm gonna go grab those other 2 pallets. We'll put them there. Okay. So we're full of capacity and we've got 2 2,000 more liters of pig food. That'll keep us busy for a bit. Not busy, but that'll keep us well fed. Okay. Oh man. Oh wait, I'm not putting them here. I gotta work my angle a little bit better. Let me drop them right here, and then we'll move them in with the skid steer, our trusty little skid steer that's hiding on us. Where are you? There's a skid steer. We got this trailer that we bought and have never used so far. Not very efficient at purchasing. Did I grab both? No. Okay. I think since this guy's tiny, I think we're just gonna put the feed in here. Now we do have, oops, I gotta hit those brakes. We do have manure and slurry. Let me close this up here, keep this stuff dry. We have only 2,400, almost 2,500 liters of manure, and the slurry is at 10,000, so the slurry's up there. So get this good little buddy put away. Actually, you know what? Let's get some work done with this guy. I got some stuff I need to take care of. These guys are coming out. There we go. All right, that's two. We got two more to grab. More will come out. I think we're gonna get a sprayer. It just problem is they're expensive, you know. There's no cheap one. I mean, there's something I could do, I guess, which involves another reselling of equipment I'm not using and blah, blah, blah. But it would get us a second tractor. All right, let's get this put away. My coughing has started again, yeah. All right. Let's close some doors here. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. If I was to get, let's jump in here for a second, tractors. If I was to get this guy, the smaller of the two, 37.5, right? And then I can use it with this sprayer. What does this sprayer do? It does herbicide and fertilizer. And then I would have another tractor. So this would be 6,000 plus 3742-ish. So I need to figure out how to get that money. And there's a couple of ways I can do it. Actually, let's look in here. Ooh, that would do. Right. So what I could do, I guess, is go into my vehicles here. This guy here, this is our truck worth 20,000. I could sell the truck and trailer and go with tractors only. No trucks. I kind of like it, but you know, it's an option. The other option I have is this guy. I do like it because I can get into tight, small places with it. So I would miss that. I would miss having that. But it's not super useful, especially considering I'm using auto load as well. So yeah, the bucket is 4,000, the forks. I could reconfigure that, sell those things, and then get this kit. The small one. I don't need the big one. I just need the small guy. Otherwise, here's the thing. In the sprayers, all there is, this is the cheapest one, 30,000. I could just buy that right out and problem was all solved, right? Huh. What should I do? What should I do? I kind of like the idea of having a second tractor. Okay, I have decided. I've decided what I'm doing, guys. And you thought I was going to sell the truck. I'm not. I'm going to sell the this skid steer. I'll just have to do without. That said, I need to get the pallets I just put away out of here because there's no way I'm going to get in there with a tractor. So, like we're playing the game in reverse. So I need a better spot to put those at. Because I can get pallet forks on one of the tractors, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop these off right there for now. I'll figure it out in a minute. I mean, ultimately, I could just go do one of the big contracts and buy everything. And just to be clear, guys, this map, like I'm playing on easy economy right now, but if I wanted to, I could blow up the money real fast on this map. I'll show you why. Price of these fields right here, 31,000. For this field, I could buy that right now, plant something in it, and then lease a big harvester and harvest it and have tons of money. And I can keep doing that. These are not expensive. But I can also see this, $23,000. You want to see what looks like on there? It's 96 acres. Trees and trees and trees and trees. I get at least a tree harvester, come in here and make an absolute bundle. Even on hard economy, I think this would be extremely lucrative. So, yeah, making money here is not a problem. I'm trying to keep it small. I'm actually trying not to make too much money, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I just like the struggle a little bit, right? Okay, let me drop this off on here. We're gonna take the skid steer back. And can I get this all in here? I think I can. I think I brought it here like that. Gonna get the dump bucket over here. I was gonna use that mainly for manure. I don't really need it because I can autofill from that bunker. Let's go sell our little skid steer that we barely used. Okay, straps on. All right, let's go. We'll buy a new Fent, new oldish Fent with the accoutrements that we need. Yeah, I used a nice fancy word there with a lovely French accent. I considered actually doing another farm sim channel, but a French one for French speaking people. But the problem is I can speak French fairly well, but I don't know any terminology for farm equipment at all. Like, I would sound like a complete idiot. Like, more idiot than I usually do. Okay, I think I can sell it right off of here, right? This might actually, let me unstrap first, in case it does all kinds of weird stuff. Oh, okay, I sell from here, right? All right, sorry. Trying to figure out why I couldn't sell it. And give it a little light repaint. Why? I don't know. All right. Financially, I think this was the right decision. Gonna see if there's any implements that I need to bring back with the tractor. With the trailer, I mean. Okay, let's purchase. Let's get what we need. This guy. This is the 380 GTA Turbo. Tires are going to be narrow twins. We're going to do narrow tires on this as well because we need them for spraying. What colors can I do on this thing? Oh, I could do an interesting Fent thing here. Very interesting. That's kind of, you know what? That's going to look a little silly. That's going to look a little silly. We'll just keep it. Rims, however, I prefer dark rims. And narrow tires. Okay. Buy 38.5. And then we'll get the stuff we need. We'll get the sprayer itself. In the front tank. And the front loader. We'll get them all. And we will need pellet forks for this, and possibly a bucket. Let me just, this is the one here, right? The GTA combo, and I want pellet forks. Just get the basic ones. Pellet fork with hydraulic grab. What does that mean? Oh, I can use it for oh, we tried this. This thing is no good. Did not like this. I tried that on Riverview series. Okay, let's just buy this for now. There we go. All right, so we got a few things here. What I'll do, I also need to get some herbicide. I don't think I've used this one. I've used the bigger one a few times. Put that on there. Now, if I remember correctly, what the fitness config is, you have to detach the forks from the front loader in order for it to sit on the ground properly. Oops. Oh man, this thing doesn't fit up here. Okay. Let's see if I can get sneaky. Will this work? No. Alright, well, guess what we'll do is run the front loader back. I'm sure I could figure out a way to get that stuff on there, but I don't have the patience right now. I think what I'll do is, since this has narrows on it, I think I'll put some regular tires on the other tractor. I don't need two. I don't need two tractors. Can this fit in here? Oh. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, we got two tractors. That's pretty awesome. And we've got a truck and a trailer. Might benefit from getting, like, we have to get a harvester too soon, so that's going to be some money. We got to get two harvesters, one for the rice. Okay. Suppose that tank on the front could stay on there as a weight, unless I need the front loader. There we go. And let's get we need some herbicide. There we go. I don't know what there's no difference really, just whatever. We'll buy one for now. All right, off we go. Let's go spray some weeds. Should have I left the truck running. I've got 3 fields to do. They should go pretty quick. They're not big fields at all. And this is pretty wide. Steering assist. Okay. No, this should not take long at all. And on that note, oops, I forgot to change the game speed as usual. On that note, it's starting to rain, so I think we'll probably get this knocked out, and then I think we might be moving ahead a month. Yeah, we'll see. Oh boy. There'll just be a little strip there to do. It's barely worth using the steering assist for this, but I like being lazy. Right now my hands are off the steering wheel and I'm enjoying a lovely sip of Diet Coke. Life of luxury, I tell you. Okay, we gotta get in here. Okay, I think that's it. Then we'll get this little strip. We'll move on to the next field and then we'll get the far one in a minute. Sometimes forget I have that other field down there. Can I set I can do partial width on this. I was too lazy to do it, but I can do it. Can do. Go around. Same deal. Tomorrow, Sri Lanka. Actually, we're really looking forward to Mondays now. I like the Sri Lanka series a lot. Oh, my turn's a little too wide. Tells me exactly where I need to turn. It's just I don't get the turn radius that I expect. Get the rest of this here. Now, in theory, I should not have to worry about watering the rice. There we go. Okay. Let's head over to the last field. This should actually, I think it's the smallest, maybe not the smallest, but smaller than this one we just did. So I did mention it on one or more of the other series. It kind of starting to look like my wife and I are going to be packing up, selling our little homestead out here and heading, I want to say to village life instead of in the middle of nowhere life. Neither of us has any appetite to go back to suburbia. We're going to be, still wanting that I don't know, quiet, peaceful kind of thing. So we're started doing the homework. What are we going to need to do? What does the market look like? When's a good time to do it? Talking to the agent, talking to financial planners, talking to, talking between each other. What the heck do we want, We both have similar needs, but we also have a set of unique needs as well. Okay, where am I parking this thing? I think it would be best in here, and this would be best somewhere. Oh, no, wait. I keep forgetting I bought this. Leave that there for now. We don't need it. I should actually bring the front loader and pallet forks in there as well. What I do need is this though. And here's what we're gonna do. Why don't I pick this thing up? There we go. Maybe I should buy another one. We'll come back. It's not a big deal. Okay. All right. Let's rest up. Let's move on. I've got a kind of an idea of what I want to do next, but let's get out of this rain, move some stuff along. Okay. All right. How far are we with this rice? We are next month. Next month it's ready. Okay, we got a problem. I got to make some money. I got to make some serious money. How are these guys doing? Oh, so they went through. Oh, it's filling up automatically. Sweet. Just by me walking over here. Okay. All right. I'm happy about that. How are we doing with manure? 4170. And slurry is at 13,000. So maybe looking at a slurry spreader. Yeah, fertilize our fields. We'll see. Okay, what do I want to do? All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Hey, I need money, so I'm gonna have to take a contract. Ooh, they're getting thin. This guy here, the harvesting ones are fantastic, so that's why I'm looking at it. What else we got in here? There's a lot of different ones. There's a spraying contract. That could be good. That could actually be good money. I don't know. I think I'm not gonna take a risk. I'm gonna take this harvesting contracts. I'll borrow the items. It's corn. No, sorry, sunflower. Yeah, that'll be okay. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna need to figure something else out. I need to get to about 100,000. Actually, you know what though? Now that I think about it, I could just lease the harvester. You know what? Didn't worry that much about money. I should just lease this guy. The lease costs will be $48.45 plus usage, right? Okay. All right. So, sorry, I'm just thinking through my stuff here. So if that's the case, and I don't need to raise that money right away, and I can do the same for the other fields, I want to get back to this concept here. Buying these fields. This is harvested and ready to go. These are big fields. That's the thing. They don't look that big, but they're quite big compared to what I have now. If you look at my fields. So this guy has sunflower in it, and this guy has nothing in it. So, should I do that? I'm kind of tempted to figure out how to try to buy both. This one is 31. 16. I could buy this one. It's a big one, but it's got cotton in it. I don't want that. I don't want any part of that. What's this one? 16 as well. It's got canola, 100% fertilized, great yield bonus. It's got weeds growing. And I will be leasing a harvester for these fields, so I'll be able to get that as well. Okay, we're going to do it, guys. I'm just going to buy it. I just need to spread it, to spray it. Keep the weeds off. Yeah, we have a new field. All right. And I'm broke, so let's get on the contract. There we go. I think don't need a header trailer for this. Now this should be a fair sized field. Not huge, not one of the bigger ones. But should be big enough to make it, a bit of work. So let's head over, get that started. There's a road to get to it this way, but I could also cut through the fields the other way. And so my wife and I are we're looking for the village life. We want to get back to a decent internet. We want to get closer to her kids. This is each of our second marriage, so we each brought kids to it, and they're kind of far and they don't drive, so that's kind of the best way to get to see them more often, especially we have a granddaughter. Okay, I'm gonna open this up as well. I'm gonna get steering assist. This shouldn't be too bad. Steering assist is on. There we go. Okay, cool. So if we look in here real quick, there is a cultivating contract for this guy, and I was really tempted to take it with my little cultivator and do it all off camera. But I think that would be silly. I can't do any of these. Actually, I can't do this one because it requires a worker. And this one here, I guess I could do this. That green beans would take a lot. Actually, it's a pretty small field. maybe I'll do that. I really haven't done much green beans or any of those crops, peas or... Sorry, I'm jumping back here again. 600, so it'll be 3,100 bucks plus whatever excess. It's really close and easy to get to. Maybe we'll do that one. Given the size of that field, I wouldn't be surprised if it all fits in the harvester. I don't even need the trailer. Since it's so close, I might even just forgo using the trailer at all and just drive over with the harvester to unload. That would make it super, super easy. Now, I think I'm going to forget about headlands. I think I'm just going to go up and down. Okay, I'm going to borrow. I'm going to do that contract just because it seems like it might be easy money. So let's borrow those items as well. We'll do a little bit of this one. We'll get the hopper filled up once, then we'll jump over, start the other one, and then I'll probably maybe finish them off camera or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're on the almost full here, I guess. I want to call it the last fill-up pass, but I don't know anybody named Philip. Yeah, bad joke. Actually, that was when I was born. That was option 2 for my name. I was going to be named Philip. Maybe. But option 1 is what we went with. You gotta watch the live stream to find out what my real name is if you don't know. It gets brought up there all the time. Alright. Let's do this all proper and everything. So this would be the next tractor. I'm gonna make sure I use the right tractors for the right things. Let's go this way. We're gonna cut through the woods. You can see my simple inspector that my truck is full, 13,500 liters. Now, I just have to figure out where I want to cut across. I gotta cut across here somewhere. Oh, I guess it's quite far across. Oh no, it's right here. Okay. Whoops, a little too high. Alright, so I'm going to let this unload. We're going to start that green bean harvest. And then I'll get back to this in a bit. Between the two of them, we should make quite a few bucks. Now what I'm hoping I can do here, is I can just only use this. I don't need that tractor and trailer. This is made for much larger fields. So we're going at a small field, so it might all fit in here. only one delivery. I will be taking the ferry across here because it's shorter than going all the way across. Whoa, 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 slow down. Okay, let's call him over. Oh, look at the weather. Look at the weather. We got a tornado coming. When is that coming? 3 p.m. Oh, and another one at 3 a.m. Oh boy. This could be interesting. All I want to do is fast forward the time. I guess that'll be a cliffhanger for the next episode. We are very, very close to the hour mark here, so I think that's what we'll do, is I will get those harvests done. Next episode, we'll start with some tornado action. Might not even touch us, might be completely irrelevant, but could be right on the farm. All right. Okay, off we go. I was just chatting with my friend, Northern Farm Sim, this morning. We're having a little chat on Discord. We're talking about, you know, like we do like to share ideas about our channels and series and what are we doing, what's working, what's not, you know, what are we doing next, what are you thinking for next series, you know, that kind of stuff. And we got talking about what stuff that, well, I got talking about it, what stuff I want to see in the next batch of mods, and how disappointed I am so far that there's a lot of crops, particularly new crops like green beans. There is no small harvester at all. Like, this is it. This is all you get, just the one. And that's a bit of a problem, because this machine costs a fortune. It means you can't grow green beans in a small farm. You know, okay, this is our field here. It's got weeds in it. Let's get this opened up here. We are going to turn on steering assist for this as well. There we go. Yeah, so, you know, as a small farmer, you can't do green beans. Leasing this equipment would be astronomical. Like, there's no way. This would only work for large fields. And some people don't like the large field game, you know? So there's this, there's the spinach, the peas. As a matter of fact, there's even in sugarcane. I don't know if you've noticed. I know a lot of people don't care to do sugarcane, but But if you've noticed, normally base game FS25 sugarcane has a small harvester. There's a big harvester and a small one. It's about $100,000 or whatever for the small one, and it's a pole behind. And it was in an FS19 base game and FS22 base game, and it's not in FS25. And I'm really kind of confused about that. So I'm one of the ones that didn't mind doing it. Okay, so regardless of whether this all fits in here or not, the offload is just over there, that white building in the trees there. So I can just drive right over with the harvester. That'll be easy peasy. Anyways, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna knock out a chunk of both. We'll try to maybe save. I want to say the cash in part for next episode, so we can see how much money we make, and then we'll have some. We'll have a tornado action. We'll play Tornado Chasers. Anybody ever watch that on YouTube? There's a bunch in mostly U.S. Midwest, the South. Tornado alleys, you know, the common areas for tornadoes. And I was joking around with a buddy the other day. We were talking about watching that on YouTube, and how 90% of what you're watching, or 95% of what you're actually watching on YouTube. Oops, I'm totally messing up here. There's a bunch of guys in a car driving down a road trying to get to where the next tornado might pop up. But that's mostly what you're watching. When they do find one and they get one on camera, it's pretty incredible stuff. Some of these guys are crazy. If they can get drones up, they do. Some of them do drones. And they just basically chase these weather events. Mostly tornadoes, because they're visually, you know, satisfying to look at. Hurricanes, you know, it's not quite the same. You know, it's just winds coming through, mostly. The heavy rain, and it's just all over the place. But tornadoes is an item that you can see, you know. It's pretty cool stuff. We have been getting them in Canada, in the area that I'm in, Eastern Ontario. We've had a few, and this is not a known area for tornadoes. So stuff's changing. Stuff is changing. The weather's very different than when I was a kid. Things were a lot more consistent when I was younger. When the weather would come in, when the seasons would come in, the weather, you know, if it was January, it would be snow all January. It would be cold. It would be winter, you know. But now what we get is we get full out thaws in the middle of the coldest possible months here. And then it gets cold again, and then we get a snowstorm, and then we get a rainstorm, you know, in winter. Like, that's unheard of. Well, unheard of. It's becoming the norm now. It wasn't when I was growing up. So it's kind of interesting. Anyways, yeah, I just babbled off, went off on a tangent. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Join me as, well, I guess it will be when? Thursday, yes. I'm trying to adjust a new schedule in my head. Thursday for the next episode, and I will. Yeah, it'll be a good one. I think it'll be a good one. We're gonna go tornado chasing. So, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing. There is a membership now if you're interested. No big deal, no big perks. Just if you want to help the channel out a bit more. And just by watching, you already do a bit, so don't feel obligated in any way, shape, or form. But those of you who have become members, thank you so much. There's a few of you already. That's awesome. Hope you guys have an awesome week, and I'll catch you for this series on Thursday. Have a great day.